new court date. That's down in October. That was continued today. I was supplied today with the official witness statements and other materials. This is really the first opportunity I have to get them. On this case, Valianti actually put the warrant online, so I was able to have access to it because of that, but I otherwise wouldn't have. So we're at a normal stage in a case like this. I've been provided with the relevant materials. I have to review them. There are certain issues in this case related to the way the search was conducted that must be explored based on changes in the law and current trends in the law. Now that I finally have these witness statements, many times information that's just not contained in the warrant will be relevant in terms of issues under the law like suppression, like whether or not a search was valid. So having that today, I could better get an understanding of where we're going to proceed in the future. Again, like I've said, this is a case. It didn't need to become what it did. I think a lot of attention was paid to it because it was one of those stories that essentially sold and people would find it interesting. But when you peel back the layers as to what you hear, you see a situation that's really not that uncommon and one that people find themselves into every day.
When you say that, are you referring to this is a person who had a substance abuse problem and that there could have been an alternative way, whether you ask them to go get counseling or you ask for a meeting with union reps? Or?
Well, it was a medical issue, and again, in the statements that are introduced today, the principal has said and acknowledged that my client had brought that issue up and said, can we talk about this? It's a medical issue, and she completely denied that. And another individual as well who was witness to many of the events also gave a statement, and he reiterated that, stating that my client had told him, this is a medical issue related to some injuries I've had.
Not a medical issue, meaning he had a substance abuse problem?
Medical issue, well, let's put it this way. The two are interchangeable and both are medical issues. I'm not going to preclude one from existing in this case and saying that, oh, no, it doesn't. I think when one looks at the facts, it's clear to say that, this is a medical issue that goes beyond the initial pain and the initial injury that went into something like you just described. But it's not the type of thing where, we have a person who, was addicted to drugs and unable to function. Because as I've said before, my client's, really achieved a great deal in a short amount of time. He's gone and he's obtained his master's degree. He's a few credits short from obtaining his 6th-year certificate, and he's a few credits short of obtaining a doctorate. I'm sorry, not a few credits short, but upon receiving his 6th-year degree, he was going to go and attempt to obtain his PhD. This young man's 34 years old. The night before, been promised and been hired for an administrative position at Derby High School.